The Church of St. Mary Magdalene is an active Church of England church in Wookey Hole, Somerset, England. The church, which was designed by Benjamin Ferrey and his son, was built in 1873-74 and has been a Grade II listed building since 2004. The Church of St. Mary Magdalene was erected as a chapel of East of St. Cuthbert's Church in Wells. At the time, the population of Wookey Hole was increasing as a result of the paper industry, the local mills of which were operated by Messrs. William S. Hodgkinson and Company. As a benefactor of the village, Mr. Hodgkinson had a number of dwellings and other buildings erected in the village, including the school in 1871. With support from Rev. J. Beresford, the vicar of the parish of St. Cuthbert's, Mr. Hodgkinson began a movement for a church, with funding raised by public subscription. With designs drawn up by Benjamin Ferrey and his son Benjamin Edmund Ferrey, the foundation stone of the new church was laid by the Bishop of Bath and Wells, Rev. Lord Arthur Hervey, in November 1873. The church's nave and base of tower, which also acted as the south porch, were the first to be constructed by Mr. James Dimond of Bristol for a cost of £1,800. With the church's overall cost anticipated to be £3,000, addition funds were required before further work on the church could be carried out. However, the completion of the nave and porch allowed the building to be consecrated by the Bishop of Bath and Wells on June 24, 1874. The chancel, vestry, and organ chamber was constructed by Messrs. Stevens and Bastow of Bristol in 1876-77, with the required £1,100 funded by Mrs. Hodgkinson in memory of her husband. The opening of the new section of the church was celebrated with special services held on June 11, 1877. An organ, built by W. G. Vowles and Son of Bristol, was later donated by Mrs. Hodgkinson in 1880. The church was restored, beautified, and altered in 1922-23, with the £3,000 cost having been paid for by the Hodgkinson family. The plans for the scheme were drawn up by Frank Ernest Howard and the work carried out by Messrs. Mowbray of Oxford. The scheme included the enlargement of the vestry and new furnishings added, such as a stone font with carved panels and a bell, first rung on November 5, 1922. The floor was retiled and the seating restained by voluntary work of local residents. A dedication service was held by the Archdeacon of Wells, Rev. Walter Farrer, on July 29, 1923. The church was built of local stone obtained from Mr. Hodgkinson's nearby quarry, with dressings and coins of Dolting stone, in an early English Gothic style. The building is made up of a nave, chancel, vestry, and organ chamber. The tower base, which also doubled as the porch, was placed in the southwest corner of the nave. An extension of the tower, complete with a decorated spire, was intended, but the work never carried out. In the churchyard is a World War I memorial of Dolting stone, designed, built and erected by Mr. T. Mills of Wells. It was dedicated by the Archdeacon of Wells on December 20, 1919, and has been Grade II listed since 2004. References